Happy Wednesday, Deeds. What's
Happy
up, dude?
Wednesday. It is Wednesday. It is June 24th.
Yeah.
It's a hump day. How's your day going? Good morning.
So far, so good, dude. It is good morning, everybody. What is shaking? Jason Gulick here, joined by my co-host, my friend, Mark Deeds Klodzinski.
Howdy. Good morning,
Deeds
everybody.
Deeds is based out of Houston / Katy, Texas. It is 7:30 on the Deeds coast in the central area. It is 8:30 on the right side on the east coast, and it is 5:30 on the west side.
What's
Uh,
the
what up, everybody? As Deeds said, we are here. We're supposed to be joined by my buddy Patrick Heffernan from Southwest Sunscreens. Unfortunately, something came up this morning, so he's not going to be able to join us, and I apologize about that. We were going to talk about the benefits of having another home service business in your corner and how working together can help both businesses. But unfortunately, he's not going to be able to make it, so we're going to shoot the breeze with Goo and Deeds. Yeah.
Yes.
Sound like a plan, Stan?
Sounds like a plan. I've been not drinking coffee the last couple of days, so I'm a little behind the eight ball as far as waking up and stuff. I don't have Folgers in my cup right now.
No.
But it is a Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. I hope everyone is energized and ready and excited for the rest of the week. You know, you've got today, Thursday, and Friday, and then the weekend. So you're halfway through it. I'm leaving for a vacation on Friday afternoon, so God help me on my 24-hour drive to New York with the kids and the wife. But I think it should be a nice, fun drive. If you want to say driving for 24 hours is fun.
Yeah, I would. It'd be funny is if you put a camera in your car and just hit record, and then only like either fast forward through all of it or whatever, but
Oh,
then
I can
like
time lapse it. Yeah, take a
yeah,
picture every 5
it
seconds or 10
it would be
seconds.
pretty. It would be pretty funny.
Yeah,
I imagine that would be quite the scene. The Klodzinski clan
see a lot of this.
uh,
Shut up back
in the
there.
crew.
Yeah, yeah. Anyone watch the movie Home with Jim Parsons? I can't remember. Maybe it's Jim Parsons. Rihanna. It's about the little aliens that come into Earth. It's a kids movie, but they've got Steve Martin as like the head of the Boov, and long story short is he has a shusher that he bangs. So I always threaten the kids: if you don't shut up, I'm going to throw the shusher at you, which is my wallet. Uh, so yeah, don't throw wallets at children, but you can tell them to be quiet, please. Don't do
The
the shusher.
sister.
Shush. So it's
Shush.
but
Wanted to say good morning to Ryan. Oh, Ryan Connor, and who else is in the building? I can't.
Tyler's saying good mornings.
Tyler, the WCR creator.
Yes, Tyler, Mr. WCR
Uh
stuff.
dude, my dogs are going crazy this morning. It's fucking, man. We got the garbage man that's gonna come by soon.
Oscar the Grouch.
Floyd's at the gate around the corner, telling everybody and their mother, "Fucking
Wake
a."
up, wake up. There's a Chihuahua walking. How's it going, ladies?
Shut up. Yeah, any normal person that might just so happen to be walking their animal or doing something, just going about their day. My damn dog decides he wants to make sure that everyone knows that Floyd lives here.
Yes, he does.
It's that
Well,
fucking
I see squirrels in the morning, so I did a morning walk, and they all stand up waiting because there's these ladies that throw sunflower seeds and peanuts. I do peanuts occasionally, but I saw this lady yesterday, 2 days ago. She is a friend of mine, and she's walking around with a bag of sunflower seeds. She goes, "Watch this!" And she gets down, and the fucking squirrels came right up to her hand, ate out of her hand, two of them, and then walked off. I'm like, "Well, that's cool, you know." So they have a hantavirus, so you got to watch out for those rat and squirrel diseases. But you know, I always wonder too, like if something happens where we don't have food and stuff. At least we got a lot of squirrels in my neighborhood. So people in Arizona, you're gonna be looking for prairie dogs or chihuahuas or something. I got an
no
abundance of
doubt.
squirrels. You ever eat
Oh,
squirrel?
never.
Never. Yeah.
No.
Squirrel stew once. It wasn't fun. So, what is
Want to
that?
give a good morning to Codreen and Craig. Exactly, Craig. Shut up, Fred. Actually, that was Floyd this morning. Fred just wants to. He's the little black one that wants to play fetch. That always, yeah. Does
Craig
everybody
Hensel
have
says,
dogs? Anybody have dogs? Deej, you're not a dog person yet, right?
I've had dog. Well, I've had a. Well, here's a good. Well, I've had a
I
dog
mean,
named
I mean,
Hunter.
in
Yeah,
this iteration, in this
right,
timeline of
right
your
now.
life.
No,
Yeah.
this timeline in this universe, I do not have a dog right now. My kids really want a dog. One of them's allergic to a cat, so we can't get a cat. So that sucks. Maybe like a gerbil or a guinea pig or something. But yeah, dog is in the equation probably in the next 12 months. Definitely.
They're the best. They can be a real big pain in the ass, but I will say this: nothing makes me happier than when I come home and see my dogs. The
Listen,
first 5 minutes sometimes doesn't always go well, as the puppy still likes to jump all over everybody and scratch the shit out of you, regardless if you've been gone for 2 minutes or 2 days. He thinks that
mhm.
you've been gone for 2 weeks. It's nuts, but
I had a
it
I had
is
a
what it
customer
is.
who had a next door neighbor who had three large, angry, giant Rottweilers, like full bred Rottweilers. And all they did is bark at me the entire service and want to get over the fence and kill me. So then the guy comes around and goes, "Hey, are you cleaning gutters? I've got gutters by my garage." I'm like, "Dude, I'm not going in your backyard unless the dogs are put up." He goes, "No, they're safe. They don't go in the house." I said, "But I'm not even, no, not happening." I just turned around and walked away. If you've got killer dogs and you're not going to put them in the house for a service, don't work for those people. Dangerous.
Dangerous.
Yeah, it reminds me of like DMX. What? No.
Dangerous.
We got Craig Hensel, Mallrats, the jock dude. I am a fan of Ben Affleck in Mallrats. You know, he likes to put his bike in uncomfortable places. Let's see. And yeah, good morning. Good morning, Chuck D. Yeah, so it's Wednesday. I had a job lined up for today that was pushed to Friday because they had a doctor appointment, a dental appointment. And so I told the lady, "Well, you don't need to be home for the service." "Well, I just in case." I'm like, "All right, fine." So I had to move it to Friday, but I'm leaving Friday afternoon, so it's going to be like a crunch time type deal. I hate when people do that. So now I've got a Wednesday wide open, but I'm going to do my wife's tires. She needs tires for the trip, so got to
Yeah.
do that because I don't want to end up in Indiana or somewhere with no tires.
I
So
got to get new tires too. I'm telling you, bro. I really should probably. We jokingly, Scott Aaron Kranz and you and I think we were having a conversation either in text or in person or something. And it was the same day that I was whining about, not whining, but I was telling our
yeah,
friends, telling you about how discount got me into another set of tires.
love them.
And and I was like, well, the reason why I choose discount, regardless of the price, is because they're warranties and this and that. And then we jokingly said about how we should probably see about getting discount as a sponsor of the show or
Yeah,
the IWCA or something. It
change
was
your
kind of like,
rubbers,
yeah,
change your tires.
it was all like it was fluid in
Fluid.
the conversation.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest with you, Deeds, I've been thinking about that conversation ever since that day. And now I'm getting ready to buy a new set of tires. Now you're getting ready to buy a new set of tires. How many of
What's
our
the deal with
friends,
tires?
what's the deal with tires? How many of you are looking to get new tires too?
Yeah. Who needs them
And
mounted, rotated, and aligned?
well, here's the great thing too about discount is you get free tire rotations with your when you purchase tires.
Correct.
And they do nail removal
I love that. That's why I do it.
and and they do free replacement. So if one of your tires is fucked, yeah.
You bought insurance, or they prorate it too. If it gets fucked up and you've got some tread left, they'll take 10, 20% off. I've been looking at it's funny you mentioned that. I looked at my past Pacifica van tire receipts and 190 or 174, then 194, then 205. I'm like, fuck. So I'm going to be spending like 205 plus balancing, rotating, all that crap. So we're looking at about 260. So I had a customer yesterday who called like, "Hey, can you do gutter cleaning?" I was like, "I'm going out of town Friday. So yeah, let's get it in between then." So I looked up the tire prices and jokingly, I sent her a bid for the cost of a new tire and she approved it. So jokingly, that lady's buying me a tire. I'm doing her Thursday. So
Word.
stuff. Yep. Yeah. You guys ever do that? You're like, "Oh, I got something I got to pay for." Something pops up. You make the price right to fit in there. Just fit right in there. Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I've got
Yep.
a goal now. I got to try to create extra income per month. And um it's so crazy. Like you and I talked about the power of prayer,
Yes.
and a few days ago you had mentioned about how things were getting tight and your trip was coming, and then you made a prayer and stuff came true. And
Yeah.
then yesterday, I the summer months are dreadful. You know that.
Yes.
And I've
Slow
talked about
gingerbread
it.
stuff.
I've talked about it before. But I really needed to increase income for the months of July, August, September.
Oh
And
yeah.
I made that prayer. I made a prayer, and literally yesterday, I went out, did a quote. The quote was the job was picked up and approved. And then when I got home, that client called back, and I don't know what the cost of the job is going to be, but I know that this is a client of ours that we've done in the past, and she just moved into a new house, and she's approved my pricing before, so I'm not really sweating it.
Sure.
Um,
That's awesome.
but that was basically that's $1,000 worth of work that we didn't have yesterday morning at seven
Yep.
o'clock.
That's yeah,
Um,
man. And
so
that, I did the same thing.
it's crazy to think, and some people will be like, "Oh yeah, that's just coincidence, bro." I've been actively praying and talking about what's going on in my life and some of this stuff. And um, yeah, you call it coincidence or whatever. I know prayer works.
Yep.
And I always thought that it was weird too to pray about finances because I'm really not the money thing has never been. It doesn't mean anything to me because it all comes and goes anyways.
Right.
It's not really mine. I just borrow it. Is how I
Yeah.
kind of look at it. Um,
Let me hold that for a minute and give it to this guy.
Basically that's how I've always looked at it. It's not really
Yeah.
mine. I mean, I get it temporarily, but it's all fucking gone anyways.
Hmm.
Um, but I was talking with a friend of mine, a spiritual advisor that I talk to.
Miss
Uh,
Cleo.
yep, Miss Cleo. I called her and I was like, hey, I was telling her what's going on. No, and actually, it's my friend George, and George was like, "Look, man, it's not necessarily the finance thing that you're praying for; it's for the stability of your family and the all of the other stuff that goes with it. It's not
Yeah.
like I'm out here saying, God, give me $200 for fucking this or that, or it's more along the lines of, I need to be sane and please help me help my family, and
Yep.
it's worked. It's worked. So,
The Lord
and
provides.
the Lord does provide. And that was one of the reasons too that I really, really, really wanted Patrick Heffernan on this morning too. He and I have a similar journey, and I'm really bummed that he couldn't make it this morning. But he and I have a similar journey, right?
Hmm.
He has struggled with addictions, and he's had tragic loss in his life, and he's a hell of a salesman, but a hell of a person, and he's he's a deeply faithful person. And I was really just looking forward to being able to share some stories with him about how our friendship had come together, and also share with some of our friends too, like how really a collaboration outside of your industry can really help benefit you guys.
Hmm.
Because, like I said, working with Patrick and his partner Brad has been a game changer for me. Um, I bitch, piss, and moan about how slow I am in the summertime. Well, their busy time is basically late April through the end of August, October. So that's
Nice.
when I'm kind of dead. They're super slow. I'll tell you, if it wasn't for Brad and Patrick's help at Southwest Sunscreens, I talk about the praying about finances and stuff like that.
Yep.
They've kept the lights on at my house, bro, in the summer some years, and
Yeah.
it really is a testament to friendship. It is a testament to providing a good service and just working with good people, man. And I'm really
Hmm.
blessed to do that. So hopefully we'll get him on one of these days, and we'll be able to share a little bit of his story and a little bit of our story too.
That's cool. Yeah, he's been in your life for a while and very helpful. So that's a really good symbiotic relationship there. Does anybody else
Yeah.
have any symbiotic relationships where they work give and take with like property managers that they really love or somebody like
Well,
landscapers?
and Mark, like I told these dudes about the huge,
Hmm.
and I was watching one of Sid's. So you know how Sid said he's going to be doing some live streams, right? I would
Yes.
attend all of Sid's live streams when this is a few years ago. I would make sure that I was watching all the live streams because I couldn't really afford a ticket, and he was always giving away tickets. So I wanted to make sure I got some tickets. I ended up winning 3 tickets that year.
Yeah.
And I gave two of those tickets to Southwest Sunscreens because I was so stoked about how much the first event changed my life.
Mhm.
And um, and because the Huge is such a diverse convention, and it's
Uh-huh.
not just about window cleaning, it's more home service, and it's a very well-rounded convention.
Yeah.
Um, I thought that it would be a benefit to those guys. And when
Yeah.
they were awesome enough, a lot of my friends too can't really take the time to take a few days off of work, get hotels and buy flights and things like that. They were kind enough to do that, and they went and spent a couple days out there. They landed, and we met for dinner the first night, and then I didn't see them until the airport when we flew back out.
Wow.
They were doing their own thing. They were learning. They were submerging themselves in the atmosphere, and they came home and flipped the script and
Nice.
flipped the switch. I mean, and then they redid logos. They changed phone numbers, and they ended up like I want to say 6xing their business.
It's funny how the Huge can do that for you. We're just conventions, you know. It's implementation. That's the thing, though. I mean, we can all go, we can all get all the knowledge and the support we can, but if we don't come back and regurgitate that information or implement it, change your logos, get a website, make a little tweaking in your own business, then it's all for naught. Except for if you're going there to have fun, see your friends. That's the other best part. But yeah, if you're looking to grow your business, talking with guys, mingling, soliciting questions, sitting through those breakout sessions, those guys will give you the nuggets and stuff that you need. 2 years ago, it was big into AI. It still kind of favors AI. So maybe, I'll be definitely doing a breakout session about AI this year to see. I don't need or I don't think I need an AI caller representative or something like that. But yeah, tangent there.
Yeah,
Get to these events. And I
get to
did want to
these
say,
events.
yes, Craig had said something about alchemy. Where'd he go? Wrong one. Yes, alchemy to the universe. You are what you make it. What you ask for and what you're trying to pull in is what you'll attract. So if you're being negative, you're stressed out, life sucks for a minute. Try to turn that around and be positive and forward. I got this book, The Alchemist, in Florida when I was walking, and it was given to me by a professor of Florida State. So I read this in like 2 or 3 days. I was like, holy shit, that's a pretty good story. So if you guys have some time, an Audible or a library card, get the book The Alchemist. If you're stuck in life and wondering what I should be doing, check it out. Read the book. It's a really great read.
Bro, 2 books in 2 weeks. Are we becoming the book review crew? What?
This is all my wife's books. All right. My wife. I
Uh,
think she's read all of these. Or no, she's read these, and these are for reading now. So she's a busy girl. But this book, I gave it to her, and she read it after the walk, and it was neat. Actually, this is a different copy than the original, but it's a great read. It's by Paulo Coelho. He's a great Argentinian author.
yeah.
Been translated to 100 languages. Great story, The Alchemist. Do it.
Word them up. Hey, I wanted to say good morning to Eric Leonardo. It's been a minute, bro. Nice to see you, my man. I wanted to say good morning to Chuck D. I too, we have 3 dogs, a cat, and a turtle. We used to have 2 cats. One of them decided to say peace out. Who else is up in the building? Squeegee Chick, what is up? Jessica
Morning.
Battle. Damien, my man, and Prayer. Yeah, Chuck D, definitely. See, the tires thing. Everybody needs new tires. I need to get a hold of Discount. They're in town. I think I might. I'm a little busy today, but I might just have to reach out.
I
Uh,
mean, I was at the Huge 2 years ago in Orlando, not Orlando, Nashville. There was a guy I was sitting with at the bar. We were talking and drinking, and I made a joke about Discount Tire. He goes, "Oh, I own or I service the area, in Florida. I've got like their 20 stores." I'm like, "Oh shit, cool, small world." But they're available. They're always looking. I don't want to say they go to the lowest bidder, but they are hiring window cleaners because they need clean windows to sell
I don't want to
tires.
clean their fucking windows. I want them to sponsor the show, bro.
You got to get in where you can get in.
Dude,
Although
if
20 something stores is
I'll clean them, but I don't want it to be part of the deal.
right.
It doesn't have to be part of the deal. If they've got a good window cleaner, they got a good window cleaner. If they want me to clean their windows, that's cool
I don't
too.
want to clean your windows. I want you to sponsor our podcast. Get on here. Let's
Well,
change
I
those rubber
mean,
tires. No, that's a good
I
idea.
mean,
We need to solicit. Yeah.
my services speak for themselves. But look, man, I'm sure they got somebody who's doing it for whatever it is. But we do talk changing rubbers every week on the show. I mean, every episode. So
Yep.
it would be a natural fit.
A natural rubber fit, actually, from the rubber tree.
Yeah.
All
Well,
natural.
and
No
shit, I
synthetic
need
tires.
tires. You need tires. Damien needs tires. Tyler needs tires. We all need tires, bro.
Yes. I just bought a mattress for my daughter. Those things are same thing as tires. Everyone
Did
needs
you go to
mattresses.
Mattress Mac?
I did not. Now he's a little far from me. And actually, it's
Yeah,
funny you mentioned that. You're familiar with him, obviously?
I am.
Yeah. I want to do like a sales video. Come on, bring it down. We're gonna clean our windows today. Because he does like a 30-second quick, fast talking bullshit. So I want to do like a parody of that and then run with that. But I got so
You
many ideas.
should. So explain to people who. All right. So Mattress Mac. I don't live in Houston, but Mattress Mac. He owns a
He
mattress
started, yeah,
store.
he owns mattress stores in Houston, greater Houston area. He's a huge philanthropist, gives back to the community. He started back in the late 70s, early 80s. And he was the guy on TV who bought a commercial who had like one mattress on the side of the road. Like, come on, bring a mattress. You come on, buy it today. We'll have it tonight delivered. And he's like, holy shit. So he's built a reputation about being a really great salesman, but he also gives back a lot. During Hurricane Katrina, he opened his warehouses and let people, or not Katrina, Harvey, let people just come in and sleep on the mattresses. He didn't give a crap. He said, come on in, we'll feed you. Really, really great guy. He's a huge gambler, so you see him in the
Yeah.
news. And,
So I don't know about his commercials, and I never heard of his commercials. I know of him for being a philanthropist and slash hardcore gambler.
yeah,
But when he gambles, he makes it to where the community benefits, which is
correct.
fucking gangster.
And my
Um,
parent in-laws won that, so they spent $2,000. We'll give it to you for free. So they bought I think it was more than that, but they bought a whole fuck ton, oak, cherry, that kind of stuff. And then you got your money back and then some. So that was pretty
Yeah, he
cool.
would put money on Houston, like local teams, I would imagine, and not only Houston's, but the Astros. I knew he added. He put through down some cheddar on the Astros to win. I think they won, and then I forget what else happened, but yeah. So
Yeah.
that's pretty dope.
He throws
And
some Hail Marys.
if he has commercials that are familiar to your city, you should absolutely 150,000% do a spoof on one, Deeds, and throw it out there.
Definitely.
It'll fucking go viral. You should definitely do that.
Put some time into it. But
Think,
yeah, I will do
McFly.
that.
Think.
It's action, guys. If you don't take action, nothing happens. All right. Just like if you're marketing your business, if you're not marketing it, if you're not making Facebook posts, if you're not posting on Nextdoor, asking for referrals, nothing is going to happen. So it does take you to change your business. Sometimes you get lucky. You get a whale of a customer or great referrals, and things can start taking off from there. But it always comes down to you guys. You are the alchemist. You can turn lead into gold in your life. You need to look for the signs and just walk. You need to do it.
So yesterday when I was doing that bid, the gal calls. She called a couple days ago. And I've been getting a fuck ton of. There's a streak-free window cleaning that's in Snowflake, Arizona, or Sholo or some shit, Arizona. It's like 4 hours away from me, and I get a lot of phone calls from there, a lot of emails through my website, unfortunately. And this gal calls a couple days ago, and I didn't answer at first because I thought it was one of those calls. So what I've been doing is I just text back and I try to verify that they're local without telling them, hey, get bent, you're calling the wrong street free. So she verified that she's local. I call her back yesterday morning and she asked for a specific date. I get there and it instantly made me think of you because right after I got done giving her the quote for the windows, she asked me about cleaning off her back patio. And yesterday you were at a job where you were cleaning off a pool deck.
Yeah.
And so she had all this shit all over her back porch. And she's like, and how much to do this stuff? And I said, ma'am, I'm not your guy. I said, I can get you somebody out here to do that. But I'm not a pressure washer power cleaner or power washer or pressure cleaner or surface cleaner. I mean, I said I could clean off your fucking Floyd.
Fucking Floyd, damn it.
I can clean off your porch, but I'd rather get you a professional that, does something like that. So it looks, it's, there's no pool in the middle. There's a pool at the end of where I'm going to be at. But so she says to me, "Can you do that?" And I said, "Look, I can do what I would do at my house and my back porch, but I'm not a professional, and I'm not doing, And if I were to do something, you have white walls, I would start on the walls, clean them down, the soft wash of the house, and then push out. But that's going to be like $350, $400." And so yeah, apparently I'm a soft rinse guy now too.
I'm a
But
pressure
I do
washer.
that job's not until the 30th. But we have to. I have Billy coming with me to that job. Specifically, he's going to do all the windows while after we move all the furniture, and then I clean the back wall.
Cool.
So
Nice,
yeah,
nice and fun. I love that. I've been getting better at pressure washing, or at least honing it down to where jobs that took longer last year are now a lot faster. And I'm kind of like, damn, that was quick, because or maybe I'm just keeping better track of time, but I'm hitting the stop button whenever I turn the truck off when I arrive at a location, hit that start and stop on my Apple Watch, and it's impressive. So once you get it down, I mean, you can make some good money. But like you were saying, you're in Arizona, so you don't have organics, you don't have mildew,
I
you don't have
no, but
algae.
people have white houses, and the new thing is the
The
white
fall.
houses with the different trim and stuff like
Mhm.
that. So you can get away with getting certain things clean, and you don't have to use. And I told her too, I'm not using chemical. This is water. I am. I have a little 75. I have a Harbor Freight fucking electric power sprayer. It's nothing fancy, nothing special. Um, and it's for residential, blowing
Yeah.
off the carport or something.
We'll take a deeper dive into that. I'll help you out and give you some tips or advice.
I don't want. I
I don't
basically
want
don't want to.
That's how I
Like,
was with that pool deck. I was like, oh, I don't want to touch any of that crap sitting there. Don't. And she's
but what
like,
we
I
are
can
gonna
make
do
sure.
is, like I said, we're gonna relocate a couple of pieces of her furniture, and
Mhm.
then I am gonna get all of it, and it'll be fun because it'll be a nice. I'll get a nice before and after.
Sure.
She's getting ready to list the house. But the one thing which was cool, is so she says to me, "Yeah, you were referred to me from Eric so and so," and I said, "I don't know Eric so and so." But that's great. She goes, "Well, the realtor," and I said, "Ma'am, this may sound crazy." But a lot of times I'll see a house that I really, really, really want to work on, and I'll
Mhm.
call that realtor and leave him a message. It could have been from somewhere like that, or maybe from somewhere else. But I said, "Don't worry, I'm here to take care of you. Make sure you get lined up." And then it opened up instant. We had a great conversation. She had me in the house, and then she asked me if I'm from the valley, and turns out we actually grew up in the same area. And
Cool.
uh, but it was, she's like, "I hate your hair. It is so great." And I'm like, I didn't know if it was like almost, yeah.
Did you get the
Um,
ick or you like it? It's
I didn't know what. I was just like, "Thank you."
thank you, question marks. Hey, how's the weather over there? You got hot? Is it in the 111s?
Today, some shit like that. I don't know.
Well, let's find out what it is. Oh, wrong one. Technical difficulties.
Yo, good morning, world. Frank fucking Ray from Haarlem, the Netherlands. That's very near to Amsterdam, Sin City. It's gonna be over 100 Fahrenheit today.
Jeez.
Yeah, I like the heat. The hotter the better for me. Anyway, it's 8 o'clock. I do have a few jobs. Nice job, not too long, because you have to start early, you have to stop early in the heat. That's the secret. Have a nice day, guys. Ciao, ciao. Stay safe, stay cool.
Ciao, ciao.
Awesome. Thank you, Frank. So yeah, it's hot over there. It's 100 degrees in Harlem. That's pretty hot. I mean, it does get hot. I mean, there's heat waves that hit Europe all the time. I was reading an article yesterday, but Europe doesn't have very many air conditioners. We saw Frank he's got some fans going on in the house. That's got to be miserable, sweaty, and hot.
Were you? Oh wait. So that's funny that you mentioned that, because I think in that Shine On group yesterday, um, somebody was talking about how they don't have ACs, and they don't have them
Mhm.
in their house. And the only I think it was Cal. Yeah, JMJ contract. Cal was talking about in that text, is like, "Man, my AC in my car doesn't even work." And
Oof.
that's the only place I had AC, or somebody was talking about it. But yeah, it's. But they also did mention that it's usually 1 to 2 weeks where it's super hot, and then after that everything's normal.
Nice. Well, prayers for everybody in Europe because that's hot. But same deal. I mean, you live with that. Arizona gets it. Phoenix gets it.
Yeah, but I got AC.
Yeah, AC is important. Sit there and sweat.
I grew up
But,
in a household that did not have AC though. We had swamp cooler at my house.
Cool.
My dad was an AC guy, which makes it sound ironic. We eventually got AC, but my dad always had everything fine tuned to make sure that our house, even though it was swamp cooler, was run efficiently and nice and cool. So
I grew up in Buffalo area, and we had a giant attic fan that sucked the hot air out of your house. So basically, they had a giant like 2 or 3 foot fan blades that would just spin in your attic and like push all the hot air out of your attic and house and stuff. So my brother used to go up there and smoke cigarettes and stuff. But good stuff. It's just like a window
it's like
cleaner.
it's like a natural vent.
Oh yeah, I was going. Hey, what are you doing up here? Get out of here, crap. But yeah, so make sure to always hydrate. That's another thing is, I've had so many jobs the last couple of days. I've lost some weight, and it's all water weight. So today is going to be a day of catch up. So if you're feeling off, a little weird, you could just be dehydrated, guys. Make sure to hydrate in this weather. I did that pool deck yesterday in some of the windows in the front, and in the back it was super sunny. In the front it was super shaded, giant oak trees in the front yard. The minute I spent some time in the front, went to the back in direct sunlight, you could just feel it like sucking the energy out of you because you were just dripping with sweat. So just be careful in the heat this year, guys. I've had, and I know Eddie Stewart has had, but I've had like heat stroke type stuff, like not heat distress, if you will, like feeling nauseous. It's not good. So
yeah, and Eddie and I were texting a couple of weeks ago, maybe last week, I don't remember, and he was talking about the importance of staying hydrated. I think he's going to come on in August, I think, and talk a little bit about some of the importances of staying hydrated. I mean, we all know Eddie is a character and a killer window cleaner. But he's telling me, hey man, I'm getting a little older, and now the importance of staying hydrated is even been brought to my attention even more. So I think we're gonna get Eddie on in August, maybe first or second week get him in before the huge. Hopefully we see him in Orlando. I'm not sure yet, but y'all got to stay hydrated.
Everyone's saying Frank's built different. Nick, Justin Peterson can listen to Frank all day long. Yeah, Frank should do audiobooks. But he's so damn close. He's a lot closer to the sun than the rest of us, being 6'6" or 6'7" or whatever the heck he is.
God damn,
he's a big dude. Damn those dogs. The kid is back on the escalator again. Man, every kid should learn to fear and respect the escalator. Another Mallrats thing for Craig there. My favorite scene. I think in almost any movie that makes me laugh a lot. It's when he's sitting there watching the kid on the escalator. Oh my God, come quick. There's been a terrible accident. Kid got mangled by the escalator. Saw that coming. Be careful, folks. But hydrate. Make sure you drink a lot of water. I stopped drinking coffee this week because it's so damn hot.
And how's that treating you? Are you getting tired throughout the day? Are you becoming a little whiny bitch like at 2 o'clock?
Not really. I usually, I'm like a go-go. I'm JoJo, Little Lean Circuit Boy with a pretty new pet. Stroke it and love it. No, I've got energy. I don't nap unless I really whip my ass the day before or something. I'll lay down and take a nap. But other than that, I'm pretty much wired all day. Caffeine just maintains and helps. It's kind of like the nitro boost. You can just keep hitting that extra nitro. But I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good to go for the most part. I don't sleep. I get 6 to 7 hours a night running on Dunkin'. So, and I usually never, ever, ever drink Gatorade or hydration drinks. It's just water, coffee, and beer are my only nutrients, my minerals. But Gatorade is good because it has some potassium in it. I mean, I should probably just eat a damn banana because I'll do something funny. I've been doing is like my toes have been curling where like one will go into the other and it'll just from magnesium deficiency or something. Or my muscle gets stuck. I'm like, ow, 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 so. Or like, cleaning windows. You ever do that? Like you're squeegee, like, shit, damn fingers. So you got to be careful. Eat some more bananas. It's not good.
Eat some more bananas, he says.
Eat some bananas. And
eat zambaninis.
Gabriel says, eat the noon tablets. Help me a bunch. Yeah, you need to get the sodium, guys. The sodium, the stuff, you got to get it inside you because all you're doing is sweat. I mean, yesterday at the pool deck, I reached down to like pick something up. and so much water just dripped out of my hat and face. It felt like somebody was pouring a bottle of water behind my back. I was like, holy shit, that is a lot of water. I better drink some. So I know for a fact I'm dehydrated as hell right now. Zach V says Gatorade dehydrates you. Damn, sneaky bastards. I mean, there's nothing good about sugar. There's no reason to put sugar in your body. I just need the sodium, the magnesium, potassium, but you know, it is what it is. I drink enough. You know, I do drink beers.
I don't
That's
have
not good
my
for you either.
I don't have my readers on. Does Craig Hensel say ass palm or ass pain? What does that say?
Hold on, checking it out. Ass palm. Oh yeah, ass palm. I've got something called Glide. It's basically a deodorant stick for your inner legs that help glide on. Stop the friction. Because if you're sweating and jerking all day, you're gonna have some ouchies. And when I was on my walk, the first couple of weeks, I will tell you that it was ouch. Because your legs just rub together. 17 miles or as many miles as you walk a day. I mean, Chris Eckstein did a post earlier last week. He did like 13 miles in one day. He probably just did surface cleaning back and forth for a lot of time. But anyway, the Body Glide is available at Walmart and Target. You can get it. It's a deodorant stick, and it'll help get no chafing, because chafing will ruin your day. Chafing is a serious thing, guys. So make sure to lube up. Element, yeah.
Change your rubbers and lube up. What are
lube
we
up,
getting?
folks.
What are we getting into today?
Oh, I'll tell you something funny. There was a news reporter. They're like, "What's that bag of stuff you have there?" I said, "That's cornstarch." "What's the cornstarch for?" It's like, "We're putting in, between my legs to soak up."
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh." I was like, "Don't worry." I was like, "If you got a cooking show, we could talk about making a roux, but that'd be pretty gross." She's like, "Oh,
disgusting.
I know, right? Think about it. But yeah, the JMG contract. Kale is in here. It's ridiculous. Here in the UK, you can't get away from the heat. Yeah, the heat.
I'm sorry,
follows
buddy.
you everywhere.
Oh man, it's good to see Cal. I hope he's having a good afternoon.
Yeah.
And he cracks me up, man. I love that group chat too. Those cats are nuts. Shit goes on and on. So you're off now.
I'm off today. I tried to book these. Okay, I had a lady who, please God, I need some work before I leave this week. I'm not booked out 2 weeks in advance. I'm usually a week in advance because I don't, market, and I start getting nervous. I'll make posts and stuff. But
yeah,
had a lady who was like, "Hey, you cleaned my windows last year. I need them done in the driveways." I'm like, "Shit, yeah." So I looked her up. She's got an interior clean. So it was like 600 something bucks, and then the driveway, which is more than usual. She's in a nice gated community. So I sent her an options estimate with inside and outside, just outside, screens, this and that. So she approved it, I think, on Monday. So I'm like twiddling my thumbs, like, "All right, thank you for approving the estimate. I can get you in like one day this week, but I do leave Friday." She's like, "Great, can you come Friday morning?" I guess so. So I've pushed her to Friday. I'd really love to go do it today. This Friday, I leave Friday, but I'm leaving at like 1 or 2 o'clock.
So you got that job and then the other job that got rescheduled from Wednesday?
Yes.
So you're gonna do 2 jobs and then get in a fucking car?
I'm doing a Thursday job and then a Friday morning job. When today is Wednesday, I'd rather just do everything today and not worry about whatever. So
yeah, I don't blame you.
But it's up to their schedule. So I'm gonna go do my wife's car tire today, put a new tire on there, discount, and walk next door to Taco Cabana and think about Craig and those delicious Mexican breakfast plates they have.
Nice.
Yeah, La Mexicana. Very good. Cheesy eggs, roasted potatoes, some refried beans, and flour tortillas. Real nice, Clark. Anybody clean any Taco Cabanas? Probably not. I'm kidding. They have rags. They hired, they do it themselves, I think.
We don't have the cabanas, but I think I've eaten at one.
Yeah, they're legit. They're like a nice Taco Bell.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna ask you or tell you. Oh yeah. So we have a ticket to give away for the youth on Friday.
Yep.
But let's start talking a little bit about that now, real quick too. If you do want to go, let us know. And obviously, we'd love to have you be there on Friday and watch us give it away. But if you can't make it, let us know. We'll add your name to the wheel. Also, I think each week while we do it, if you buy a Goo and Deed's hat, we'll also enter your name again. So we'll throw that link up there as well. So go get a Goo and Deed's hat. You're automatically entered to win every week.
Awesome.
That sounds like a good deal, right?
Heck yeah. Everyone loves
I mean-
Goo and Deed sets
I mean,
and
I just
tickets.
dropped it on. I just dropped it on you. Apologize, but it just kind of popped into my head.
That's
I'm
cool.
like, fuck it. Let's roll with it.
Let's do it live.
Let's do it. I was just gonna say, you beat me to it.
I beat you to it. I
Let's
love
do
my
it
stuff.
live. God damn it. It's that organic, buddy. Yeah. Let's do a. If you want to go to the huge, we are giving away a ticket on Friday. Alex Lambernidis is going to join us. Yeah, and buy a Goo and Deeds hat, and you'll be entered to win again. So yeah, and if you, like I said too, we want to make this event possible for you guys. So if you want to go, let us know. We'll do that event at the end of the day on Friday.
Yes. Now I'm going to
Did
have
you-
to watch that Bill O'Reilly clip where he goes nuts today. It's in my queue. It's in my things.
It runs in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll fucking write it. We'll do it live. Yeah. Anyway, Craig Hensel said that he didn't mean about the ass bomb, like the stuff, the glide I was talking about. He meant the ass palm from the movie Mallrats, where the guy's trying to hand out chocolate covered pretzels. One of my favorite scenes, also. So never take chocolate covered pretzels from strangers. Okay. Buy your own bag. Stay out of there.
That's hilarious.
Yes, get your ticket to the huge, everybody.
So we covered multiple bases. We covered the Mallrats ass palm and the legitimate ass palm. Oh, that's hilarious.
There's palming and balming. Get the balming part. You don't want to palm it because then you get to wash off. But yeah, just be careful out there. Again, hydrate. Drink your water. Avoid Gatorade because it does dehydrate you. Kind of like a large.
Fuck that.
iced
I'm gonna
coffee.
go get a refill on my coffee.
Heck yeah. You gotta
might
maintain
as
throughout the
well.
day.
Yeah, I gotta go do a gig. I'm gonna go check in on Bill. By the way, I want to give Billy a shout out. Yesterday was his birthday. Billy's always around. The dude's not super active on social media, but he sees everything. He appreciates what's going on, and I wouldn't be able to do anything if it weren't for Billy. And Billy is just the man. So thank you, Bill. Happy birthday, belated. Yeah. I hope he had a great birthday yesterday. I'm gonna go catch him. I'll go ahead and do some shout outs. Let's just go ahead and wrap this bad boy up because I got to get on the road anyway. So,
Rep.
hey, we went from thinking we were going to have to run long to thinking now, hey, let's do it. Let's wrap it up early. So yeah, Friday, Alex Lambernidis. Want to give him a shout out. Let's give a shout out to WCR Zero and Sorbo for being partners with the show. We appreciate you guys having us out in pro window cleaning and for all that you guys do for the community. Deeds, I want to thank you and Kylie for what you guys are up to. And yeah, man, it's going to be a great rest of the week. Shout out to John Magdos.
Shout out to John. Yeah. I hope John's doing well. And I hope everybody's father is doing good for the surgery and stuff for this morning.
Yeah, Patrick and Brad. And you're absolutely right. And yeah, I hope everybody's doing all right with Southwest. I know he needed to get some rest. And Brad's pop, Bill. So yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out. No, Scott is asking, how does Gatorade dehydrate you? Professional sports leagues drink it pregame, during post games too. I don't know, Scott. I just heard online that Gatorade dehydrates you, so that's what I believe now. I'm just kidding. No, it's probably really good for you. I mean, it was probably really good for you when it was first came out. It was like 9 ingredients, and now it's like multi-dextrin. It's got stuff. It's got blue number 5. My gosh.
Hey, but the blue Gatorade and blue Powerade taste like bomb, bro. I love that shit.
Yeah, I had one yesterday that was freaking weird. I don't know what it was. It was some kind of frost, not glacier frost, because that's good stuff. But Arctic, maybe it was glacier. But regardless, I'm not a big Gatorade guy. I drank a lot of Gatorade and beer on the walk, and then I had a lot of cavities afterwards. I'm like, oh wait, maybe it's because you drink a lot of Gatorade and don't brush your teeth at night. That'll do it. So make sure to brush after you drink Gatorade, because your teeth will thank you. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching the show. We appreciate it. We love you guys' support and your questions and comments throughout the shows. Gabriel Gutierrez just asked real quick, how's Monsoon treating you, Jason?
Shitty. But like I said, life is good. God provides. I know Gabe is also a believer in faith. And yeah, we're getting by. We have, last week was our roughest week. But this week is better. And each week we're filling the slots. And
Nice.
that's again kind of why I wanted to have Patrick on today, is because if it weren't for him, a lot of our business in the summer wouldn't exist. And so creating a partnership is really important, guys. Especially for when you have, it might not, you might not have these lulls like I have this season. It may be winter. Maybe you want to get lined up with someone else. So align yourself properly with the right people, and then you stay busy all year, or at least busy enough.
Yeah.
So that was the goal that we were really trying to get through today. And I'm sorry that I couldn't relay that message in the same manner because Patrick wasn't here. But it's
No
still
problem.
important. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that was the goal of today's show, and I hope it still resonates. Even though we kind of bounced around everywhere. But yeah, it is important. And because of them, they like next week has a job almost every day. And the week after has a job almost every day. And even if they're
Awesome.
little jobs, at least they're jobs.
Yeah. They line up. People will see you in the neighborhood. They'll call you, and that works.
Yay.
Yeah, I had a thought, and there it goes. Trying to think. Nope, I lost it. Alzheimer's. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. Again, on your Audible list this week or book, The Alchemist. Really great novel about a guy who takes a long journey to find himself and discovers things. So read that book. Thank you, everybody at WCR Storable Zero, for your support and everything. Thank you, Jason, for your co-pilotness. Thanks, Kylie, for stuff that she does. And yeah, if anybody, if you guys are going through something, reach out and talk to somebody. Depression, stress is real. It's take care of yourself. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. And make sure to change your rubbers, change your tires, change your resin. Change those tires. I'll be changing one in about 40 minutes.
Stay up, stay gold, and keep them passion buckets full, fools.
I pity it, fools don't change your tires.